Please,
gentlemen.
no, please. Oh,
Please, yeah.
oh, yeah.
Don't stop. All right, we've got a loaded show tonight and no time for the pleasantries. So, Andy, I hope that bunion's feeling better.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure. How's that rash on your?
It's good. It's good. I got some cream, so it's smooth sailing now. We're good.
Hey,
moving on.
Hey Jeff, did you happen to partake in the ugly running photo phenom that kind of took off?
Oh no, I didn't. But you know, if there are any photos out there, they're definitely awful of me.
It's funny. I happened to notice you didn't post anything, so I took the liberty to find a few photos myself.
Oh,
and,
you did?
Yeah, you know, so the running photo fad took off, and everyone put up their ugly face photos.
Yeah, there it is.
And I had to go find a Jeff photo.
Oh God, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrible.
What?
That's right after the accident, Andy.
Oh.
Come on. Oh, that's right before the accident. Come on.
Oh, these look so much worse on my computer.
Oh, that's horrible. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, we've got an update on the Hayward Field Magic. As we discussed last time, it's gone missing. Johnny Truax has informed us that Centro has been named as a person of interest because he felt slighted not being given the Men of Oregon mustache comb, which, as we know, was given from Steve Prefontaine to Matt Centrowitz Sr. and withheld from Matt Centrowitz Jr.
Let's get into some news, because there's been some pretty impressive performances in the last month.
Oh,
so,
they sure have.
Oh, right. Okay, let's start off with a pretty obvious one. Samuel Tefera. He ran 3:31.04 to break Hisham El Garouge's world indoor 1500 record. That stood for 22 years.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. That's Hisham El Garouge, the king of the mile. The elders say that Tefera was brought into a secret ceremony following the performance where all the other kings, the former world record holders, gathered in monogrammed robes and bestowed a crown upon his head and chanted, "No man shall beat the new king." But one day, a boy, a young chosen one, will rise to challenge the newly christened king. And that boy showed up 3 days later, as 18-year-old Jakub Ingebrigtsen defeated the 19-year-old man, Tefera. He did get the win, and he broke his world junior record too, right? 3:36.
3:36. That's smoking.
Did you guys happen to catch the USA Indoor Championships this last weekend? Woo! Right?
Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
I did.
How about those Michelob Ultra and Chocolate Milk 600s? Athing Mo starts off by setting an American record in 1:23.57. Might we add that she's 16. Then, to follow that up, Donovan Brazier comes on the set and sets a world record, running 1:13.78, a full second faster. Isn't it a little ironic that she can't drink beer and wins the beer competition, and he can't drink milk and wins the milk competition because he's lactose intolerant?
Andy, we don't actually know that he's lactose intolerant, but as it turns out, 65% of the world's population is, so there's a pretty good chance.
Right. Moving on to the 2-mile events. Shelby Houlihan put up a dominant performance to win her 9th title. And in the men's side, Drew Hunter came in with a no time, so he was placed in the slow heat. He ended up winning the overall event in a meet record, looking like Russ and Cole or a young David Hyde Pierce.
You know, I'm more partial to the David Hyde Pierce with the mustache.
Well, but one thing's for sure, he's not a Craig Engels.
Yeah, Engels was mistaken for Hunter in the telecast, but we all know that that's impossible. They could never be mistaken for each other.
No.
They look completely different.
Very different. Another notable performance was Aji Wilson running the 1,000 in 2:34 to take the victory. She missed the American record by 0.15.
It's close.
Very close. Also,
next,
the Oregon Project had a great showing. They went 3 for 3 with Brazier, Murphy, and Engels. Ka-ching!
Cha-ching! Jackpot, baby.
Right? Engels' mustache looked like it was going to fly off coming down that home stretch. But it was looking good.
It was looking good.
And we think the Oregon Project should consider this for their new logo.
Bam.
All right, so there are actually quite a number of first-time U.S. champs, all right? So listen to this list. Drew Hunter, Colleen Quigley, Miranda Melville, Chase Ely, Demeke Kemp. You know what? It was as if Oprah Winfrey showed up. It was like, who here doesn't have an indoor champion title? Okay, you get a title, you get a title. Everyone gets indoor titles!
Hey, you guys, check under your seats. Check under your seats. No, we didn't put
There's
anything
nothing
down there.
there. There's nothing there. All right. You know, after all that excitement, I think maybe we should dial it back, take a quick break. So don't go anywhere. Tracklandia will be right back.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Welcome back to Tracklandia, folks. Now, while we were away, I thought I've got a few minutes to spare, so I walked on down to the corner store and picked up a copy of the New York Times here. Got the New York Times right in my hand, so you know it's fake news. Now, I was flipping through, and an op-ed caught my eye. Have you read this op-ed, Andy?
Yep.
All right, well, I'll explain to the folks what it's all about. But this write-up goes into depth into the use of language in New York City, and NYC has a long history of using expletives in everyday language. So you guys know that they're tough, grizzled, hardened people, and their language reflects that. Cab drivers are known to honk their horns and scream all kinds of obscenities at each other. Anyway, this article goes on to say that that kind of language is a point of civic pride and that people shouldn't be upset about it because it's an important part of the city's cultural tapestry. The writer concedes that there are some that might be offended by this use of language, but when it comes down to it, it's okay to fucking say F yeah when you cross the fucking finish line in a big fucking race in New York fucking City. What do you think of that, Boston? Do you guys know who that article was written by? Colleen Quigley. All right, yeah. Thanks, folks. All right, another thing that caught my eye in the paper was in the sports section, where they list all the spreads for the basketball games, and they do this for football games too. For you kids staying up late at home, the spread is the amount of points the favored team is supposed to win by. So it says Boston minus 3.5 against the Blazers, which means the Celtics are expected to beat us by 3.5 points. Now, they don't say it's for gambling, but your Uncle Morty didn't cry over the Blazers' midseason loss because he loves them so tenderly. Or maybe he does. I don't know Morty, all right? Now, sports betting, as we all know, is illegal, right? Well, now you know. Now you know. Except for a couple states like Nevada and New Jersey, and for some reason, horse racing gets a pass. Nobody's been able to give me a clear answer on why you can bet on horse racing and not people racing. Which doesn't make sense because the jockeys are people, and they wear shiny boots. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't trust a man wearing shiny black boots. They've been known to sword fight with children. If you're going to bet on the ponies, though, make sure you keep an eye out for who's wearing these sweet babies. Ooh! Oh, yeah. Now, last year, the Supreme Court struck down a 1992 federal law that prohibited most states from allowing sports betting. Now it's up to each state to decide whether they want to legalize sports betting, and giant sports geek Darren Ravel thinks it's a major way to fill the stands at track meets. You should trust this man because he told you about the Southside Burger, double patty, Italian beef, provolone, and giardia. Giving odds or spreads on races increases the chance that casual observers want to find out more about track racing and the skill sets of different athletes vying for the win. It gives us a chance to nerd out on statistics and get all analytical. Morty, you trying to tell me that if we give nerdy distance runner statistics to gamble on races, that we won't be more nerdy than baseball fans? Over my TI-84, Now, I have concerns about this too. There are different ways to gain more interest in track racing, and I, along with many people, are concerned that gambling will attract the wrong crowd to track meets, namely these people. But hey, maybe a big floppy hat could cover up that smooth upper lip on Matt Centrowitz.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
Hold up.
Oh, Matt Centrowitz, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold up.
Olympic 1500 champ. Nice of you to stop by, Matt.
Just in the area?
Yeah. I was just kidding about all that stuff, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about betting in track?
Well, you know, I've been known to place a bet or two here and there, and I mean, we just came back from altitude camp, and the new thing with the Bowerman team is that they like to bet on burritos, and I'm 7-1 right now, which means I've won 7 of the 8 bets. So don't bet against me.
Well, I've heard about this burrito bet too, and I don't really agree with it because they say that when you lose, you have to buy the other person a burrito, but you still get a burrito. I want whoever lost to have to watch me eat a burrito empty-handed.
That could be arranged. That could be the new bet now.
I think you should do that.
All right, you're giving me some ideas now, but yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I get this question quite often when we're in Europe especially, but just about how to make track and field a little bit more popular. And 2 things I've have always suggested was, number 1, gambling, and number 2, just kind of bringing beer and making a beer garden. And I mean, they allow it in some meets over in Europe, and I think that really helps kind of attract just the masses and other people that might not be quite interested in track and field or know much. But I think with those 2 things involved, I think it allows the sport to kind of open up to other spectators that are outside the sport or know about track and field.
Sure, and they have these betting counters over in Europe too, where you can place bets.
Yeah, definitely. I think like around the Olympics in London, they had like spreads and lines out for certain athletes, like most of the top athletes, maybe like the top 10 and 12 in each event. But I guess according to some people, you could just walk up to the counter, and if, let's say, like your son was in the meet and he was like the last guy to make the Olympics,
sure.
And they didn't have his name on there, you could give him an odds, like maybe 100-1, 200-1, and they would take the bet. So, I mean, I don't think they would turn down any bet over in England. So,
yeah.
Is that right, Mark? We have an English guy on our team right now, so I'm pretty sure he would agree with that.
He's getting rich off it over there, huh?
Not after Colorado, man. 7-1, man.
Oh, you're down from the burritos, huh?
How many did you lose? Just 1, he says.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and your win, well, you won in the 1500 in Rio, and you did that in a tactical race. And I think a lot of people, when they see these races, they say like, "Oh, we're just going to see who's the fastest."
Yeah.
But you did it, I mean, in a different way, and I think that brings a different angle to this betting scenario.
For sure, I think in our sport, there's a lot of upsets. You know, it's not always the favorite unless you're in the 100 meters with Usain Bolt, but. Yeah, I think, and that's what makes like gambling fun, because you know you go to, let's say, a Blazer game, right, against the Warriors. Well, Blazers are really good, but let's say Blazers play the Phoenix Suns, who are like one of the worst teams in the NBA, and it's easy to be like, I'm going to bet on the Blazers, but it's like, well, there's a spread. You know, they're a 10-point favorite, so like, you know, maybe you want to bet on the Suns because maybe the Blazers won't beat them by 10 points. You know,
sure.
And so it allows like for you to go watch a 100-meter race where Usain might be the favorite by whatever, a few tenths, but because you might have decided to bet a small amount of money on maybe like the last seat in there and the payout's really huge, then it makes it a little bit more entertaining, or maybe now you're kind of getting into it a little bit more.
Well, I like that because it draws more attention to the other people in the race too.
For sure.
Because when we watch races, the camera's just trained on the first place guy.
Yeah,
like if it's a runaway, it's not that exciting.
Exactly.
But
so
shows everybody and then what they're capable of, and maybe the underdog pops a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, upsets are part of our sport. I would say like at least every major meet has at least a handful of them. So I think I was in Rio 20 to 25 to 1 odds, and I got more texts after my race. Not congratulations, but you won me a shitload of money. And I haven't seen any of that since from some of these people.
Well, that's good. That's good.
You're right. You're right. I mean,
easy.
But
we'll edit that out. Yeah, so let's see. Give me your top 3 reasons why sports betting should be legal at track meets.
Sure. Well, number 1, I think we've already stated, just it will attract more people to the meets. I think it will bring out people that not only follow or are a fan of track and field, but other people that are a fan of sports or just enjoy gambling in general, which there are a ton of people that do. I mean, go to Las Vegas and it's like crowded, the sports books on every sport, any sport. So I think that'll bring out a lot of people. Number two, I think it will also have people following the sport more. You know, you use the example with the jockeys and horse racing. I think like a lot of people when they're betting on horses, you know, they check in with the trainer or the jockey. How's he feeling? What's the horse up to? You know, and it's the same thing with track. I think like if you're invested into an athlete or in the sport, you're going to start like asking those kind of questions. You know, is Colleen fit? You know, and now they're like kind of getting more into sport and they're more involved. They're following up with her races before the meet they're about to bet on and after. And so not only it brings people out to these track meets and it'll fill the stands, but now you have more people following it from not just in that city, but around the world. And then number three, I think I would think it'd put more money in our pockets, the athletes' pockets. You know, once you start gambling on certain athletes, you know, there's money to be made. There's money to, you know.
Well, just the attention that it brings.
That too, but also like maybe they get like a, you know, a cut or whatever, like, you know, the meet directors or
from the meet director.
Yeah, so
we're
like
not talking about kickbacks here.
No, but that's off the camera. No.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
But maybe your appearance fee now is double because the meet is making more with the gambling that's going on at the meet.
Absolutely.
So that's what I meant.
All right, yeah. Just to be clear.
That's what I meant.
Just to be clear. Make sure everything stays.
You said
above
3,
board.
right? I got another 10.
Yeah, no, you got,
okay.
Yeah,
three.
Just
Top 3 reasons.
Because we got a little exercise for you. I want you to give me the odds for the major players going after the U.S. team in the 5K for men this year.
So
I've got,
to make the team in the
to make the
5K,
team.
U.S. Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Okay. And you want me to give some odds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a few names here. Paul Chalima.
Let me think about this real quick.
What is that?
Oh, well,
what is that?
You were talking about my stash earlier. I mean,
is that the Men of Oregon mustache comb? Or
it is. If I leave this with you, will you protect it for every show that you guys do?
What are you doing? Do you have the Hayward Field magic then?
Look at this thing. What do you think?
All
right.
So.
Paul Chalimo, odds. Obviously, he's won the last few U.S. titles, and I'm just going to say I won't dissect it. I'd probably put him around about a 5-1.
5-1.
5-1, which means for anyone that doesn't know gambling, that means if you want to win on Paul Chalimo, you'd have to put $500 down just to win 100. So he's obviously a strong favorite, not only to win but to make the team. It seems like a pretty easy thing. It's like if you looked at the lines right now about the Super Bowl next year, probably the number one favorite would be like the Patriots, and you'd have to put more money down to actually win it.
Right.
Makes sense.
So if you put $500 down, you go back to the counter when you win.
They give you 600. Correct.
Yeah.
So I put him at 5-1.
Would you call him the favorite?
For sure, Olympic silver medalist, and last 2 U.S. titles. I think he's won. Maybe more. I don't know. Yeah.
How about Eric Jenkins?
Ooh, Eric's my boy.
Let's take your heart out of this. All right, let's just go.
Eric. Well,
think with your wallet right now.
I'm gonna put him at. I'm gonna put him around like about a 2-1 favorite.
2-1.
He's pretty strong. I'd say he's probably number 2 or 3 on there. You know, he made the team in London, so I'm gonna put him at a 2-1.
All right, Hassan Mead.
You're really making me sweat on these. I feel like I'm actually gambling right now.
This is to make the team. Yeah.
This is to make the team.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably gonna be doubling back in the 10K. I'm looking at all angles here, guys. You gotta understand.
Yeah, this is your
money.
I'm
gonna put him at, and it's a year away. I'm gonna put him at 2 or 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 with him.
3-1 odds. Hassan
I'm gonna give
Mead.
Eric a little bit better chance.
Oh, all right.
I know. Sorry, Hassan.
Yeah.
Friend of mine as well.
There you go. Ryan Hill.
Now my new teammate, bias. You know,
Hey,
I'm gonna put Ryan exactly at Eric. I think those two are level wise. I think they're pretty close to each other. I'm gonna put 2-1 for Eric.
2-1.
Or for Ryan. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Bernard Lagat.
He will be 64 at this point.
He's got his AARP card now, right?
I'm gonna go 1,000-1 because I don't want to pay that out when he does come out of retirement and make that in there. So I'm gonna give a 1,000-1.
You don't think there's much of a chance at all that this is gonna happen?
No, but I mean, he's proved me wrong. I'm gonna go 1,001.
All right. Well, that's a good. Yeah, if you're you out there, that's a good place to put
That's
your
a
money
great place to sprinkle a little couple bucks on there.
Last one, Matt Centrowitz.
Oh boy, now that's the clear-cut favorite.
Although after 80, he wants it, doesn't he?
I heard he's training with Bowerman Group, and they're very strength-oriented, and he's pretty strong right now. I'm going to go, for that one, 25-1.
25-1.
Yes.
Ooh.
25-1.
Just because you want to bet on yourself, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, no.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let's keep it above board
Keep it up,
here.
yes.
Yeah, keep it above board.
But I'll tell someone to.
All right, cool. So we got those here. We're gonna keep them to ourselves. We won't put those out online afterwards. But yeah, keep doing that. Now, well, you used to bet on black, but now you're putting it all on red with your new training group. How's that going?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah,
All right, I see what you
Bowerman
did
Track
there.
Club.
It's been going well. Yeah, we had a really good session this morning. I think going to Colorado Springs with them during the winter altitude camp that they do was new for me because we normally, with the Oregon Project, we never went to altitude during the winter season. But that was a really good way for me to like get to know some of the guys and kind of see what the training is like a little bit more as I was kind of training in Seattle during the fall. So, but yeah, it's been great. I mean, one great thing that sticks out about their group is just the size of them. And like today, for instance, we could be banging out 6, 8, 10 miles of work and you might only lead one interval, which is obviously it's going to be great to like kind of get in there and really push you and not do too much work, but also get a really good workout. And so for me, I think that's going to be huge, just kind of moving forward and kind of building my strength and working out with those guys.
And then a high five after every one, right?
Just a fist pound.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right, cool. Well, you're going to be hitting the track outdoors this season, right?
I hope so. I don't know. Jerry might have me in some road racing. I don't know. Right now, he's very conservative with racing. He gave me my kit today for the first time, and I thought that meant like I'm racing this weekend or something. But
I didn't see any mirror shots though.
Yeah, I was on the treadmill. Come on, keep up. The mirror shots of the treadmill.
Sorry,
I was
we had a show to
today.
prep for.
You're right. I was supposed to be doing that right now, but I decided to stop by in here instead of do my PM run. So.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you tear it up out there in the new uniform. And thank you for stopping by. We hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
Matt Centrowitz, everybody. All right. Welcome back to Tracklandia. Let's see. Our next guest just got back from New York, and boy, are her legs tired. Oh, that's bad. She just won her first national title in the indoor mile, and this is her second time on the show. Please welcome back Colleen Quigley.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
I don't have any pockets, so I'm just going to sit on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Keep it warm.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
That was an incredible race, fun to watch.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this op-ed that was written here?
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw that come out on Monday morning. I was still in New York, so I picked up a copy myself.
Right.
One for my parents.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a framer.
Yep. Grandma wants one too, so.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure they get this one too.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, but how about that language there? What was that?
Yeah, I didn't have anything planned. I obviously really wanted to win, as you could see by the face that I was making coming down the home stretch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pain and just determination there. Wish I would have just a little relaxation would have helped, I think. But yeah, really wanted it. And when I crossed the finish line, I didn't have like anything planned, but I don't know, it just kind of came out, felt right. Felt appropriate for the emotional time.
Did it come from like in here?
Somewhere in the belly area, and then
came out?
gurgled up. Yeah. The fist. Yeah. Yeah. I think Shalane approved. She was giving me some trouble for it. You stole my line.
Yeah, you're helping spread it.
Right.
You're helping to spread the good word.
She's someone I look up to, and someone who's a kind of a mama figure mentor in our team. So I guess maybe somewhere deep down it just.
And you're not going to apologize for that language.
No, I hope that no one got offended by it. I didn't mean to offend.
I don't think so. I think everybody was very happy.
I got some good support on the Twitter for say whatever that you want when you cross the finish line.
Well, they certainly do that on Twitter.
They do, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're behind you.
Everyone has an opinion on Twitter. So.
Absolutely.
But they seem to be mostly supportive.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, not in my case.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's good that you get that.
I'll send you some of my followers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, did you plan to lead that far out? Because you led with like 500 to go, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Right after I saw 3 laps to go, basically Jerry said he told all of us, he had 3 horses in the race
That's right.
that evening, so it's a little tricky to coach. 3 athletes were competing against each other, but
I like the callback too with the horses in the race.
yeah, exactly.
Nice. I've been watching.
It's all coming together. But he basically told all 3 of us that we couldn't lead until 600 to go. That was, and not that we had to start leading at 600 to go, but whenever after 600, whenever the moment feels right, you can make a move and go push the pace. We were kind of expecting it to just be like a championship style, slow, first 800, and then somebody's going to go after that. So I was just biding my time, and I knew that, Shelby 800 was just like somewhere like right here.
Yeah, I think you probably had the toughest task in the meet.
Right.
To beat Shelby.
Yeah. So my tactic for that was to not let her get ahead of me, basically. Like, I don't want to be the one chasing her down. I want to make her chase me down. And so with, about 500 to go or 550 to go, I just felt really good, and, legs were feeling good. And so I just was like, what the heck? What do I have to lose here? Like, I was second last year by a lean to Shelby, and she came out of nowhere in the last 50 meters last year at the same meet. So I was like, I want to put as much distance between me and her as possible and make her work for it.
Absolutely.
I think I ran like a 60.09 last lap, and Shelby ran 61.1 or something. So
that's speedy.
She was right there, but I just was like, I know she's fast, and I don't want to leave it down to that last 20.
No way.
That was the race plan.
Well, that was super impressive.
Thanks.
And very fun to watch.
Yeah.
I know New York City is one of your favorite cities, if not your favorite city. So other than screaming obscenities at the camera, what are your favorite things to do there?
This year was really special because my parents came out. They haven't been to an indoor championship yet, but they went this year. And so they were both there when I finished. And my boyfriend was there, and my new puppy was there.
Yeah.
So we
had
a
new
good
puppy.
Yeah,
I think we have a photo of that,
celebration.
actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Pie.
What's the puppy's name?
Her name is Pie. She's
Pie.
12 weeks old now.
Is that a family name?
No. It's just a name of a restaurant that Kevin and I, my boyfriend and I, went to.
Oh, nice.
And so we just like it. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog, just a pup. She's living in San Francisco, so she's not here. But it's so funny. My brother lives in Eugene, and he's like, oh, you should come visit, when U.S. Champs is over. And I thought, oh, that's so nice, Dan. Like, you never tell me to come visit you in Eugene. Like, that's so sweet. And so I texted him back, like, oh my gosh, like, brother, I would love to. Like, thanks for the invitation. Make sure you bring Pie with you.
Oh.
Right, okay. Now I see where this is going.
But do you think...
But she's in San Francisco, so I can't bring Pie, so now the invitation's off.
Well, maybe he just really likes pie. That could be it, too.
Maybe he thought I was making him a homemade pie or something. No, she's very popular.
That's not it.
That's definitely not it. She's very popular, but she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, well, did she come to the meet with you?
She did, yeah.
Wait, she came inside?
Yes.
Watch Mama throw down on the track?
Yes, her first track meet, and I think she's going to have to come back to every single one.
That's good luck.
Lucky charm.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Incredible.
I was seeing, like, I don't know, just random people were coming up to me after being like, I met your dog. And I was like, you did? How did you know she was my dog? And like, I saw her on your Instagram. You said you were bringing her, so I went and found her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got to keep a close eye on Pie.
I know, yeah. She loves meeting new people. She, bites everyone's hands in their shoes. She loves shoes. Big fan of the shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just teething or something
Yeah.
like that? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful with the laces.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go Velcro for a while.
Ooh, maybe.
Do they make Velcro running shoes? I don't know.
Maybe.
Something
maybe
to
like
look into.
Hoka does or something.
Yeah, could be. What do you like to do in New York City?
Oh, yes, New York City. I got distracted by the dog. Sunday, I did not end up running the 2 mile. I got put in the slow heat because I didn't have a start time, and I didn't have a national title to defend like Shelby did. So it put me in the slow heat, and Jerry was like, I don't want to have you run out of slow heat. I didn't think I was going to pull a Drew Hunter, so.
It's a good day to do some sightseeing then.
Yeah, so we were like, you know what, it's not the worst case scenario. We're just going to go explore the city. So my mom and dad and I just walked around, saw the 9/11 Memorial, did the High Line.
High Line,
got
that's
some
cool.
of my favorite food, Cafe Habana.
That sounds good. Is that a Cuban place?
Cuban place.
Nice.
Best Cuban food in the city.
Oh,
sure.
really? Cafe Habana?
Cafe Habana.
Is that with a V or a B?
Prince Street on a B.
Habana.
With a B. Cafe Habana.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that
Gotta
up.
get a Cuban.
Cafe Habana.
And the
Thanks,
corn. You gotta get the corn on the cob.
The corn on the cob.
Write that down.
All right. Nice. Cool.
So yeah, just nothing crazy, but just enjoying the city. And I used to go there to New York City a lot in high school with my parents as well for modeling stuff. And
modeling,
so,
yeah, we talked about this last time.
Yeah, so it was fun to just be back there with them. I haven't been back there with them since high school. So we found a couple of the old apartments I used to stay at. Like,
all right.
We had a couple of places over the summer, so we were there for like 6 or 8 weeks. So it kind of became a little home, and we were like, I feel like it was down this street, and we just like kind of explored until we
walking down alleyways.
Walked down memory lane, yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, memory lane. Cool.
No, it was really fun though, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, you and the Bowerman Babes have an
Yes.
event coming up.
We do.
And that's on what?
It's going to be on March 9th. So International Women's Day is on March 8th, which is a Friday, which is a fast break Friday. Yep.
Remember that.
Yep. No coincidence there for sure. But we're actually going to celebrate the day after on Saturday morning. We're going to do a fun run out on the waterfront, just inviting anyone who's in Portland who wants to come out, meet the Bowerman Babes, go for a run, celebrate International Women's Day.
So who's all going to be there? What babes?
All the babes are invited. A couple of our babes are out of town. Shalene is on vacation with her family. She's already left actually to go to New Zealand with her family.
Oh, fun.
I think one other person is out of town too. But then, yeah, everyone else should be able to make it. Just go for a little fun run on the waterfront on a Saturday morning. Hopefully it's not too rainy. And celebrate International Women's Day is all about celebrating achievements of women globally. And so whether that's, athletically or politically or culturally or economically, however, women want to be celebrated. So we thought that'd be a good opportunity to celebrate the women in our group and how we have grown so much since 2015 when I joined. There was just 3 Bowerman Babes, and now we're up to, with the latest edition of Elise Craney, we're up to 12 women.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something to celebrate.
Yeah, so we want to just be able to connect with the community here in Portland. I feel like we live here, but we really don't, get that many opportunities to meet people who live here and who are in the running community. And so we do a couple like fun runs in the summer at the Nike campus. So it'll be kind of similar to that, very casual. We'll just invite people to come out and run with us, and we'll have, opportunity to talk and sign autographs or take selfies or whatever.
Nice. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, so I'm super excited.
Location TBD at the moment?
A little TBD. We're trying to have it at the waterfront, just making sure that we're okay on the permitting kind of stuff with the city.
Oh, okay.
So keep up with the @BowermanTC, I think it is, on Instagram. We'll have, and I'll post it on mine too, updates as we get closer, but definitely will be Saturday, March 9th.
Okay.
In the morning.
So keep your eyes trained on Instagram.
Yes.
Your page
in.
and Bowerman TC.
Yeah, we'll all be posting about it probably, but I'm always posting constantly, but we'll make sure.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Loving the Instagram, but
more
Bowerman will post too. Yeah, more pictures of. I know. I'm like trying that. Everyone's like, "Are you gonna make Pie her own page?" And I'm like, I don't know. I already help out with the Bowerman page. I help out with the Portland State team and my own. I'm like,
you don't need an extra.
I got
page.
enough accounts. Yeah, I'm just post on her on mine occasionally, but I'll try not to flood the feed with all Pie posts.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Right.
It's a cute dog.
Right. Thank you. I don't need any more encouragement than that.
And I will be at the event too.
Perfect.
On March 9th, so I'll
Thanks
be out there jogging.
Love it.
Yeah,
cool.
Celebrating women.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to the event, and thank you for coming out again.
Thank you. Yeah.
And it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Cool.
And everybody, Colleen Quigley.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment with Clayton Murphy, bronze medalist.
Thank you.
All right. All right, yeah. Welcome back to the program, everybody. So our next guest, at the age of 21, was the Olympic bronze medalist in the 800. Last week, he became the indoor national champion in the 1,000, a member of the Nike Oregon Project. Give a warm welcome to Clayton Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
What's up?
Clayton, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
1,000 meters. So you did the rock the baby celebration.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
That's that a Russell Westbrook thing?
Yeah. It was not because my fiance's pregnant.
Well,
I
know you've been telling.
I know that's been floated around, but we're not having a kid.
Hey, you've been telling other reporters and stuff that that's not happening, but you're in a safe place. If you wanna announce it here, you could look into that camera.
That one?
Say, like, yeah.
We're not having a baby.
There we go. We're gonna get an announcement one of these days. Yeah. Well, that was very impressive to watch. So you won that race. Looked pretty comfortable. Is that what you were expecting going in?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a really tough field. There's a lot of guys with some closing kicks and a lot of guys with 800 speed in there. So, like I said, I just wanted kind of to lead at the bell and went for it and just kind of tried not to look back.
Yeah, 1,000 meters is a tricky distance, right?
It is. That last lap comes up so fast.
How do you hit that 800 and what's going through your mind there?
It's like, oh shoot, it's over. Because you're jogging, you're like at such a slow pace compared to an 800.
Yeah.
That like you're kind of jogging along, then all of a sudden it's just like you need to kick.
And then you did, big time, which was pretty cool. Well, you were in New York City, as Colleen was. So what do you think, street hot dogs or street pizza for you in New York City?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
You're a Midwest guy.
Yeah, I like the hot dogs.
Does that have anything to do with Chicago dogs? You like Chicago dogs? Because I like Chicago dogs.
I go with any hot dog.
Any hot dog?
Any hot dog, yeah.
Just any old hot dog?
Well, yeah, we go with any old hot dog.
What do you like to put on your hot dog? Are you like a...
Loaded up cheese, ketchup, relish, onion.
Yeah.
You name it, I'd probably put it on there.
Me too.
Jalapenos.
Oh, I don't know about that. That gets a little spicy for me. Yeah, well, you had a fantastic indoor season. You ran a couple other races. What impressed me the most was that 145 on a flat track in the 800. And how did you do that?
You run 800 meters and finish in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Well, that's the big key.
That's a tight, flat 200-meter track.
It is really wide though. Like, so I ran
really?
when I was at University of Akron. Like we had conference meets on 200-meter flat tracks.
Yeah.
And they were not as nice. That one's a very nice Mondo surface, and it's pretty wide. And the crowd there was like one of the most impressive indoor meets I've ever been to crowd-wise.
Really?
They had them line the track. It was extremely loud. So
I love how loud it gets.
It was probably had to be like, it probably has to be the best facility that's not a bank track to run at, even over a 300-meter flat. Like,
no
I mean, because
kidding.
the crowd is like right there.
And they have great performances there every year. I think, that 145.92, that was a world record for a flat track.
Correct, yeah.
Nice. Wow. It's very impressive.
Thanks.
Well, another thing that's very impressive is that you won a bronze medal in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's give it up. So that race, well, that was right after your senior year in college. Is that right?
Right, yeah.
So you were on a high, and you won NCAAs, you won Outdoor USA, or trials,
mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you won the bronze medal. What was it like in the Olympic Village?
We
I just wanna
competed,
know.
well, I don't know. We competed so late that like we didn't get to enjoy it. Like our 3 days to enjoy the village or enjoy Rio was the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people competed early and just had the whole time there just to kind of hang out.
Did you
whatever.
see Lochte down there?
No. I didn't. I
Good.
steer clear of that one.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Off camera
Yeah.
too. Yeah. And actually, we were going through some photos on the internet too, and I think we found a picture from I think it's your apartment back here. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's my living room at home. It's my
your living
parents' house. My parents' house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is this here? We know it's not your living room.
No, it's at the high school at Tri-Village. Yeah, they
Really?
did at the entry wall. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So they did that after Rio and kind of commemorated my experience in college and
That's
at
incredible.
the U.S. level. Yeah.
Are those paintings up there?
Yeah. Someone. Well, that's like screen printed or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Someone edited it all and put it all together. Yeah.
That wasn't a high school art project? I was going
No,
to say, you
no,
got some
no,
talented
no.
kids out there. And you're from rural Ohio, is that right?
Yeah. Very like farm, rural Ohio.
What's the town?
New
Yeah.
Madison. We had 2 stoplights.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Are you guys going to get the third one, do you think?
There's nowhere to put a third. I mean,
there's nowhere to
you
go.
just pick a random street, you might be able to find one, but there's 2 major streets, and that's it.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
oh yeah, pig farming. That's what I wanted to talk about. So, did you do a little bit of that out in Ohio?
Yeah, I showed pigs.
So not pig,
Yeah,
not pig
yeah.
farming, pig
Yeah,
showing.
Yeah, it's a little different. We didn't we bought them as little babies and then showed them when they got older, and then.
What does that entail there? The whole. I'm just interested.
Well, how long do you have?
Well, I mean, we've got some time. Do you guys want to learn about pig farming or showing? Sorry. You.
You buy them in around April when they're little.
Uh-huh. How long does it take for them to get big?
So if you buy them in April, they're probably like this big.
Okay.
I don't know, probably 30, 40 pounds maybe. Like this.
And how old are they when they're that big?
I don't know, a couple months or so. They're right soon after they've been weaned off their mother.
Oh,
You kind
okay.
of, so you pick them early, and then in August you take them to whatever show you go to. Like I went to the county show, state, and then a couple national shows usually.
Wow.
And
So you were good at this.
yeah, I was good at the showmanship part, the actual where they judge you for your technique.
Rock the baby, huh?
After I won when I was in high school, it was
You've been practicing for a while.
Yeah. No, and then you show them until they're like 280 pounds in August.
Wow.
So
you traveling around, did this help you with international competitions in running later on, do you think?
well, I always said that growing up on a farm, a lot of people say there's a translation. I do notice that there's a lot of things that you do on the farm that when your parents are gone, you're in recharge of getting these livestock ready to show.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell when it comes show day, if you don't do the preparation and take care of the animal and practice with it, when you show up on show day, you can tell your pig runs around the ring and doesn't have no control and it looks like crap. You can tell. And it's kind of like running. Some people can get by to get to the meet, but if you don't do all the work, you're just not going to perform well.
Right, there are those talented pigs out there that just know what to do, but you got to put the work in.
Yeah, you got to put to make it the best. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, how do you like Portland?
I like it a lot. Yeah. So I've been
Nice.
here this will be almost 2 years.
2
since
years now.
I was in Eugene for a little bit and then came up to Portland, and yeah, I'm falling in love with the city.
What do you like about it? What's your favorite part about Portland?
I think one of the coolest parts I always say is I feel like you could go to a different restaurant every day of the year and never eat at the same place.
So you eat out a lot.
Yeah, it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit.
I know, there's some great places here. Give me a couple of your favorites.
Ooh, the obvious ones I would go with Tilt.
Tilt's
Burgers, yeah. Porque No for tacos.
Oh yeah, Porque No's good.
Breakfast at B-Saws with Weeding.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He never wants to go with me, but it's fine.
Oh, what? What are you doing? You're not busy.
You're not busy.
Just kidding. So yeah, now would you call yourself a city guy or a country boy still?
I've never been a country boy. I've never been the Wranglers and boots kind of
Really?
kid. Yeah.
So you were out there in skinny jeans showing the pigs.
Sweats and skinny jeans. You know it. Yep. The skinny
Nice.
Wranglers though. Just that.
Oh right,
Yeah.
So yeah, you've always been a city boy, so you fit right in here in Portland.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
Nice.
been a good transition.
Do you have pigs right now in Portland somewhere?
Ari keeps asking me to get a pig, and I'm just like, you don't want a pig.
You don't know how much work.
You don't understand. They have she's like, oh, there's house trained pigs. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
This coming.
You don't want a pig.
Yeah, take your opinion too. You're an expert.
I'm
on
an
this.
expert pig man.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Speaking of Ari, you're recently engaged. Is that right?
Yeah, right after USA's last year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got a picture of you two right here. Yeah, Ariana Washington, incredible runner in her own right. Yeah, how did that go down? Tell us a nice engagement story.
Well, we met. You're talking about the Olympic Village. We met in the Olympic Village.
Wow.
That's where we actually first met. And then we stayed friends. And then when I moved out to Oregon, we kind of started dating right before I moved out here. And so kind of went along. And then we got engaged in Napa Valley right after USA's.
Oh.
So
down for a little vacation down in Napa Valley?
Yeah.
It's close to where I'm from.
Is it?
I'm from Lodi, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, represent. Another small town. Yeah, they grow grapes there like Napa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew some pig showers actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, good people.
They are.
Strong, solid people.
Pigmen are good people.
Pigmen. Oh, is that the official
No,
term?
it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would have been walking around telling people I met a pigman.
You can. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, coming up, you've got a race this weekend. Is that right?
No, I'm not.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to schedule to go, but decided just to call my indoor season, and I've taken a little break this week, and
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, so
It's nice to get some rest.
yeah, it is. I had a really good build up through the fall and through the winter, and have been really healthy. So we decided to just kind of cut indoor and get ready for outdoor.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, outdoor season. What do we have to look forward to there? Well, it's a World Championships year.
Mm-hmm.
You're a guy who could excel in the 8 and the 15, and probably a lot of other things.
Pig showings.
Yeah, pig
right
showings.
there. Yeah.
I just don't want to confine you to those two events if you're looking to go to the 10K or something.
I'm just surprised you didn't ask for odds on my 5K.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what do you give yourself for a 5K odds?
What's the?
Legat was 1,000 to 1.
That's what I
according
think.
to Centro.
Probably 1,000 to 1.
1,000
yeah,
to 1?
yeah.
All right.
But under Alberto, my odds are probably better to run the marathon at the Olympic trials. Than
True.
5,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably. I already told Alberto. I said, you don't have to convince me. Like, I understand when I joined the Oregon Project, it's just an automatic transition to the marathon eventually. Like,
Yeah, it's my destiny.
yeah. He's like, okay, we're done. This meeting's over. That was exactly how it ended. He just understood.
You have
We're on the
anything
same
else?
page, you know.
Shut the door behind you. All right. Well, yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for coming on. We definitely look forward to watching you race this outdoor season.
Appreciate
But
it.
I want you to stick around for a minute because we've got a game.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this show before, but we do some funny things around here. So
Sounds good.
yeah. Well, stay seated. We'll be right back. Oh, good work.
All right. As some of you returners know, we like to play a game with our guests. Clayton, because your celebration, involved a bit of a rocking the baby. Hey, you could still if you want.
We're not having a kid.
Actually, before we start, there was a request from the audience. Do you do a pig call?
No. I've been asked that a bunch. No. I think that's the line between country and city is like when you start calling the pigs, you know? Yeah, I'm not a pig caller.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So, we're going to test your paternal instincts here, okay? So, I want you to understand this. Here's the scenario. You're driving cross country and you smell the savory scent of a soiled baby diaper.
Wait, is it savory usually?
It depends what he ate. No, it's never.
I thought it was a little sweet.
That's sweet. Anyway, this is now your child, prepping you. All right? You're stuck on a long stretch of road that has no stops for 40 miles, so you must pull over and do an in-car diaper change. But you've discovered that you're all out of diapers, and now must use the materials in your car. After searching your vehicle, you found a Ziploc bag, toilet paper, a packet of tissue paper, napkins, duct tape, masking tape, a ball of yarn, a roll of burlap, plastic wrap, and 3 pine-scented air fresheners.
Wait, what are you doing to where you have all this stuff?
That's exactly what, like, why would I have yarn in my car?
Are you like kidnapping kittens or something?
I wanted the same thing when I was sitting here. I was like,
This is my game, all right?
All right, keep going.
This is how my game works. All right. You must create a diaper that absorbs baby doo-doo, doesn't fall off its waist, and allows for your child to walk or have loose legs.
Oh, congratulations, he's walking already.
Are you surprised at the Browns about this? All right. To make matters worse, you're driving a car that, when not driven every 3 minutes, will turn into a children's tricycle. So, to prevent having to pedal your way down the road, you must change this diaper and get back in the driver's seat in less than 3 minutes.
but we're only pedaling for 40 miles, so it's not that bad, right?
You have 3 minutes to change the diaper. That's
All right, yeah. Story aside.
All right. Colleen, because you've been a wonderful guest, we'd like you to come up here and join us as well. We got a baby for you as well.
I'm not helping, though. He has to change his own diaper. I'm not helping.
Wait, who?
And Jeff, because you're Jeff, you got one too.
Oh,
You're on the far side.
over here.
Okay. Thought I was out of this one.
All right, guys. You got 3 minutes. You each have a baby.
This is me.
So you have to start by obviously taking off its diaper because it's filled with doo-doo.
Ready?
You guys ready?
Give us a buzzer or something.
Set. Go. Oh, boy.
I gotta get this first.
Oh, what the? There's starburst in this.
Clock here. Let's keep going. Clock ticking.
That's kind of weird.
There's Starburst inside?
I'm just gonna go with what I know here. Hello, old friend.
Jeff, go for the toilet paper. Good move.
Yeah. You got the double play too, I think. This is good. Just get it all the way. Rapid, consistent. It's like a sumo wrestler.
Oh yeah, I have Starburst in mine too.
Look at that.
Some paternal instincts there.
Wait, it doesn't look like they did much. Can I just use this one? What is this?
Jeff, go for the burlap.
Can you tell us what our time is at? You gotta give us time update.
Wrapping
Okay.
this here. We gotta. Maybe we need a nice little waistband. What are you doing over there?
Don't worry about it.
Don't look at me. That looks like no absorption at all, Clayton.
You just said.
It's
That
gonna cause a rash.
Are you watching this? Keep it tight on this one.
Hold on, I just need all of this here.
she is not
I'm
impressed.
just gonna keep sumo wrestling this.
All right, Jeff, with the old sumo approach.
Look at that. Yeah, you guys, there you go. Just keep going up. Oh, buddy.
There you go.
Done.
Oh, you just.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that looks professional.
That was professional.
We're gonna shove one of these in here.
What is that? Oh, an air freshener? No. Gonna eat your baby's poop.
Yeah, you want that?
That's exactly what I was about to do. Put it around the neck. Just covers up the smell, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. 15 more seconds.
Oh, that's it. I think we're maybe get one for the burp too.
What is going on here, Clayton?
It's good.
There's no padding.
No, there is. It's in there. It's in there.
Let's take a look here. Jeff, let's take it. All right, now let's hold it up. Let's let everyone see your work.
Oh, he's got. You didn't tell me. Are these safe for kids? You shouldn't have put them on the table if they're gonna hurt
I
him.
don't have a child.
Look, this. I got a little.
You're supposed to
little
use your
thing here.
daddy
All right, let's take a look here.
My daddy instincts.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay.
This thing smells terrible.
This thing smells terrible.
It does smell. Yeah, it does smell really bad.
Are these from the
Is
Oregon
it still
Track Club,
connected
Andy?
to the...
Your baby's you're still attached to mom.
Oh, come on.
All right.
umbilical cord?
Not bad. Not bad, huh? Not bad.
It looks a little tight. Yeah, I don't know. Can your baby breathe?
Well, he's a Murphy. He's gonna be fit.
I don't think your baby can breathe.
Nothing's seeping out of there.
Smells fresh.
You're never going to tell either.
Nope,
You could go for the whole way and never know that it's in there.
Now,
You guys didn't do anything like that with the pigs?
Well, there we go. And Colleen.
Here we go. Yeah.
My
on.
baby looks happy.
Yep.
Happy
Not
baby.
bad. Not bad.
That looks professional.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, this is great. Here, I want you to.
Time to spare.
You can put that on the shelf at home. That's a gift from us.
I'm worried.
We'll do this by a round of applause, shall we? Jeff.
I don't know.
Clayton.
Come on, I mean.
And Colleen.
That's going to leak. Look at the leakage. That's going to leak.
That's maternal
That's
instincts.
going to leak.
Hey.
That's going to leak.
So
Stripes on
happy.
the side too.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, it
guys.
goes all the way around the back.
It's aesthetic as well.
Easy there, fella.
It's a good-looking diaper.
All right, Clayton, Colleen, thank you guys for joining us. Everybody, Clayton Murphy and Colleen Quigley. And thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you to Jeff. Thank you to Downstream Media and Portland Track for letting us host. Thank you all again from our hearts to yours. This is Tracklandia.